What's good, YouTube? You see the thumbnail. It's Mafia. Today we coming out of Stockton, California. We're going to be continuing the mini-series on the villains of Stockton. And with this episode, we're going to be talking about EBK Backdoe and him being the Joker of Stockton, California. Born Damani Lott, October 8, 2002. This man right here that goes by EBK Backdoe would cause mayhem around the streets of Stockton, California, and then it's rumored he got multiple bodies under his belt. Let's get into it. Now, growing up, Damani Lott would have trouble in school, typically with him always causing fights with the other kids, but he did have one passion growing up, and that would be football. Now this young dude, he was a star athlete growing up. Now in Stockton, California, either you're gonna be a rapper or a ball player. And this kid definitely had the talent, but as we all know, everything comes to an end eventually. Now in order for us to tell y'all EBK Backdoor story, we gotta take y'all to a story about his father and how he would lose his life at the young age of 36 in Stockton, California. Now, this dude right here goes by RARRI. If you're from Stockton, you probably know him. If you're not from Stockton, you probably don't know him. So we're gonna give y'all a little background into this man's life. A rapper and prominent face around Stockton, California. This man right here, better known as RARRI, would be from the south side of Stockton, the Nightingale neighborhood to be exact, and he would have a lot of kids. Now, he does have about 10, with one of them being EBK JAYBO, and the other one being EBK Osama, and another one being EBK TOTTIE. And last but not least, EBK Backdoor. Yes, they are all siblings. Now, two teens was charged with the murder of RARRI back in 2015, where he was shot and killed over a pair of shoes. Now, Lester Hands and Teddy Mayhem, who were 16 and 17 when the crime took place. Lester Hands was sentenced to juvenile life, and Teddy Mayhem, 17 at the time, which his trial didn't take place till he was 18, would get sentenced as an adult. Now, since the murder of RARRI, Lester Hands was released from prison in 2023, the year the EBK Hot Boys would turn up. And as you see in this post right here, he says how many people can say they moved to a new town, new city, and started a new life. Now it looks like he went on a run before EBK Backdoor could get revenge for his father. And we all know EBK JAYBO ain't the one to play with, man. So we had to give y'all a little backdrop on EBK Backdoor and why he turned from football to the streets and became the Joker of Stockton, California.
See, I'm not a monster. I'm just ahead of the curve.
Shortly after the passing of his father, EBK Backdoor would throw away football and fully jump into the streets, becoming a blood in one of the deadliest neighborhoods in Stockton, California, which is Southeast Nightingale, 2100 to be exact, which he became one of the main faces for in the rap scene out of Stockton, California, that blew up in 2016, 2017 with EBK JAYBO holding the crown and being one of the best rappers out of the West Coast since Mozzie. And as we all know, as soon as you start to get a little traction in California, man, people start hating and funk start popping off, where we introduced the Southside Stockton FLYBOY Crips, with one of their main faces being NB Bands and NB Nail. And this one would be EBK Backdoor turned Joker for his fallen soldier and his best friend, EBK Young Slowby, which was the first body that dropped in this deadly war between EBK and the FLYBOYs. Born Deshaun Victor, he would lose his life at the young age of 29 in Manteca, California. And this what made the war between the EBK and the FLYBOYs turn up even more. Now, they would go back and forth for a long time before this. Even before bodies was dropped, people was robbed, baby mamas was hit on the low. I mean, wasn't too many souls being snatched until Slowby. But this where we take you to the revenge for Slowby. Shortly after Slowby would lose his life and die, a lot of FLYBOY Crips from the rap group and the gang would start dropping. Sort of say like flies, man. Now warning, this video is graphic. It is rumored EBK backdoor scene right there, shooting and unaliving FLYBOY Fad from the FLYBOY Crips. Now a lot of people say it was EBK Little Sleeves that did it just a week after EBK Slowby died, but we got confirmation that it wasn't even EBK Little Sleeves. It was this man right here, EBK Backdoor, who actually caught the body of a FLYBOY member. But rumor has it EBK Backdoor was caught lacking for the hit that he did on a friend. Now he wasn't caught lacking too bad. As you see, dude right here didn't have his gun on him, so he just put hands and feet on EBK Backdoor. Now luckily, they didn't catch him lacking too bad, or EBK Backdoor probably wouldn't be here, and we wouldn't be making this video today of him being a Joker of Stockton, California. Now after many bodies would be dropping from the FLYBOYs and EBK Backdoor would go silent until his brother Malik Lott, EBK Osama, was tragically murdered in Sacramento, California on April 29th, 2024, just 2 years after EBK Slowby was unalived. And a lot of people forget to mention this, a man that goes by Mondo, his real name Nicholas, was also unalived the same night as EBK Osama. So it looks like the FLYBOYs got a 2-for-1 special in the same night. Now this is where we take you to the beef between EBK and the Sacramento rap group / gang, Air It Out, from the east side of Sacramento, that supposedly snatched the soul of EBK Osama and had him set up with Dre West Oakland to have him unalived over money and a female.
EBK Osama passed. It was rumored he made a few calls to elaborate on the fact a woman was the one who lured him to the location before tragically losing his life. The Sacramento Police Department would then work overtime to understand the chain of events. With so many narratives being painted, it would only take a few hours before all suspects involved would begin to taunt the passing of EBK Osama. C-Tone would go back to Las Vegas with Demimi, while Kels and Little Ant stayed in Sacramento, where a planned operation would be orchestrated by Sacramento's Violent Crime Reduction Team. While in Sacramento, Kels would taunt the passing of EBK Osama, as well as Little Ant would be arrested following the passing of EBK Osama, the brother of rising Stockton rap artist EBK JAYBO. The two suspects would be booked on multiple felony counts of being in possession of a firearm, acts of conspiracy, fleeing with reckless driving, and a number of outstanding warrants. CML Lavish D, Freeway Donnie, and Subte affiliates would be in connection of the homicide of Malik Lott, also known as EBK Osama. C-Tone, who is a Sacramento native, would move to Stockton, California after his paperwork would surface and change his name going by the new alias of Tana, short for Montana. Gen Z may be unfamiliar with who C-Tone is, but let me inform you, C-Tone was considered a top hat when the warfare between Mozzie and CML Lavish D would cross over to the underground rap scene. C-Tone would be a key witness in the case regarding Perkzilla after indicating that O-Park member Denicio was the main suspect who is now serving a life sentence. C-Tone is also genetically related to Demimi from the 500 block, also known as Townhomes in North Stockton, California. Demimi would be seen taunting the passing of EBK JAYBO's father in numerous rap songs over the course of time. Demimi is also known to have narrated on the chain of events that led to the arrest of Lester Hands, the man alleged to have been the suspect in the homicide of EBK JAYBO's father. Demimi would inform law enforcement of Lester Hands' involvement, working as a confidential source prior to the passing of EBK JAYBO's father, with Demimi placing Lester Hands at the scene of the crime. Lester Hands would later be indicted, but only on robbery charges and not murder charges due to the lack of evidence and minimal cooperation from witnesses. Lester Hands would be admitted into Centinela State Prison May 16, 2016, and is eligible for parole in January of 2029. EBK Osama would be released from prison March 8, 2024, and begin to engage in extracurricular activities with Aired Out members Aired Out TG Mar, Aired Out Quez, and Dre West Oakland. On April 2, 2024, police would make contact with EBK Osama, Aired Out TG Mar, and Aired Out Quez after a traffic stop. Since then, Aired Out Quez would part ways from EBK Osama and Aired Out TG Mar, and that is when EBK Osama would victimize Bianchi's very own Demimi, stripping him of his belongings, leaving him feet to pavement. EBK Osama would be seen taunting Demimi on Instagram, broadcasting the fact he was able to victimize Demimi without leaving a stain. This will not sit well with Demimi. As weeks passed, EBK Osama would then victimize Aired Out TG Mar after Dre West Oakland would violate the woman EBK Osama was with in Los Angeles, California. As EBK Osama continued to victimize these known rodents, they would latch on to Sacramento's very own C-Tone, CML Lavish D affiliate, also known as Montana. C-Tone being genetically related to Demimi.
Man, killed only 2 months after getting out of prison. That's sad, and especially backdoored by your own people you was hanging with.
Nigga don't want to fight or nothing, brother. Don't want to fight or nothing, brother. Bitch ass nigga, we on Fig right now. Nigga don't want to fight or nothing, brother. Don't want to fight or nothing, brother. Bitch ass nigga, we on Fig right now. I've been tired of holding my tongue about it because I've been holding, for a minute. Because, I be feeling like trying to throw me under the bus and shit. But I was helping, bro. You feel me? Like, EBK Osama, that was like my brother. You feel me? Like, really for real. Like, he even used to tell me, like, bro, you my last best friend. Like, we got hella unlimited songs, unlimited music videos. I ain't dropped for the respect of his family. I ain't trying to get paid off that shit. You feel me? Yeah. I even know, like, 75 unreleased songs he got. Them niggas ain't dropped one song for him. So how they really love him. Like the shit that happened between me and bro was, like, really some brothers. You feel me? And them niggas mad that whatever happened, they feel like I could have protected him more.
So as y'all see, this situation getting a little tricky with them throwing shots back and forth, Dre West Oakland and EBK backdoor. Things will tend to heat up. Now, if y'all don't know, Dre West Oakland, as the name say, he is from West Oakland, from the gang called Stick Clan. And as soon as EBK backdoor heard of the tragic death and who set his brother up to be murdered, he would take a trip to Sacramento, and things didn't go too well.
We're following breaking news out of South Sacramento. Deputies are investigating a deadly shooting. They say one man was shot and killed on Del Prado Court off Lindale Drive. This is east of Stockton Boulevard. No one has been arrested.
Now, the man that was allegedly shot and killed in that South Side Sacramento neighborhood was Aired Out Quez. And man, it looks like EBK backdoor got the get back for his older brother being unalived by these guys. Now, like we said, a lot of y'all might not have known this gang, and they don't have a lot of prominent rappers from their area, but they are known in their section. Like right here, you've seen they're doing an interview with the Innovator. Shout out them. We're going to leave a link in the description if y'all want to go see these boys. But we here to talk about how EBK backdoor went from playing football and being a good kid on the court to being the Joker of Stockton, California. And as you seen the thumbnail, 2 bodies in 1 week. Man, this dude was dropping some heat, wasn't he? Now, we could drag this on and talk a lot more about some of the scuffles he been in, but we're gonna cut this video short. let y'all go on about y'all day like we finna go with ours. But y'all remember who the Joker of Stockton, California is, and if you run into him, it might be your last day. Until then, it's Mafia.
Killing is making a choice.
Where are they?
Choose between one life or the other. Your friend, the district attorney, or his blushing bride to be.